Hello friends, so today we are going to start with your chapter number 4 of OCM. Now chapter number 4 deals with what? Communication, e-commerce and outsourcing. When I talk about communication or e-commerce or outsourcing, the most common thing that you are knowing even better than me is communication. That is what I feel. कि communication के बारे में whatever I can teach you is something you can tell me more about. ऐसा कुछ है जो तुम लोगों को ज़्यादा पता है मेरे से इन केस ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन बिकॉज यू ऑल आर यूजिंग so much of social media, so much of interaction in ways of interaction, so much of communication sources, so that you can definitely have more options than whatever I am going to teach you right now, right? So let's start with communication. See, this whole chapter is divided in 3 parts, that is communication, e-commerce and outsourcing. So in this particular session we are going to deal with what? Communication. Communication kise bolenge, what do we mean by communication, what is the process of communication, etc. We are going to start with that. So when I say communication, communication means what? To communicate, to share your thoughts with someone, to tell something to someone, that is nothing but communication. That is what you all are knowing, right? So here in the meaning section I have written communies and communicare. These are the words by which communication word जो generate हुआ. These are the 2 words by which the communication word has been generated, right? So communies and communicare, which means to share common. कुछ common thoughts है, जो कुछ अपने opinion है, that we are sharing with someone, that is nothing but communication. See, when I talk about communication or when I talk about the meaning of communication, you cannot say कि भाई आपने किसी को कुछ बोला या किसी के साथ कुछ बात करी, orally you have spoke to someone, that is the only way of communication. No, that is wrong. You can communicate by writing to someone, that is definitely the most common source as of now, because we all prefer to message to someone rather than talk over a call. I have seen many of young generation, many of young students like you जो प्रेफर करते हैं कि मैसेज से बात करें, तो दैट इज़ मोर बेटर रादर देन कॉलिंग ओवर एंड टॉकिंग वॉट एवर इट इज़. एंड एज पर माई ओपिनियन इट इज़ रॉन्ग, बट इन टूडेज जनरेशन yes, people do prefer to communicate through messages more. So that is also one way of communicating. Then there is what? There is signs. Signs money. You do like this thumbs up, meaning all okay, good, thumbs up. This all are what? This are the signs of communication that yes, you are fine, yes, you are okay. See, whenever I am teaching you something and I am explaining by giving expressions, that is also a way of communication. If you are not liking something or something which is happening around you is not comfortable to you, it will be seen on your face that yes, you are not comfortable with whatever is going on, right? So that is also one way of communication. Communication does not mean कि आप ओरली किसी को जाके कुछ बोलो या यू राइट एनीथिंग एंड यू से समथिंग, राइट? कम्युनिकेशन मीन्स साइन लैंग्वेज इज ऑल्सो देयर, इट इज ऑल्सो इंक्लूडेड एक्सप्रेशंस. यू ऑल यूज दैट इमोटिकॉन्स, इमोजीज आप लोग यूज करते हो, राइट? When you talk with someone, you express your feelings, you express your thoughts even with the signs of emojis. आप लोग एज ऑफ नाउ तो वही सब यूज़ करते हो, सो आई कैन डेफिनेटली गिव यू दैट एग्जाम्पल्स ओनली बाय विच यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड मोर, राइट? सो दैट इज़ ऑल्सो वन वे ऑफ कम्युनिकेटिंग टू समवन कि भाई हाँ, मैंने ये गुस्से वाला इमोजी भेजा, इमोटिकन भेजा, मतलब सामने वाले बंदे को पता चले कि यार ही और शी इज़ एंग्री विथ मी, राइट? सेम विद द फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस कि आपके सामने कोई देखे एंड यू आर नोइंग कि नहीं, दिस इज समथिंग रॉन्ग, देयर इज समथिंग रॉन्ग. आप घर पे जाओ और पेरेंट्स मुंह चढ़ा के अगर डोर ओपन करे तो यू विल डेफिनेटली अंडरस्टैंड ऑन योर ओन कि नहीं, कुछ तो गड़बड़ हुआ है आज मेरे से कुछ तो गड़बड़ हुई है, तभी मेरे साथ ऐसे सब मुंह चढ़ा के बात कर रहे, राइट? So that is also one way of communication. The expressions that you carry on your face, that is also one way of communication. Some people are having such face of being so serious, so that is also one sign of communication. this person is definitely boring, will judge that without saying anything, will judge that this person is boring. Someone is having a smiling face, will judge that this person is interesting or at least happy person, right? So that is also one way of communication, that you are expressing through the face of yours. You are just giving expressions and the person is understanding what you are trying to say. Then there are signs जो हम रूटीन में यूज करते हैं. मैं आपको एक सिंपल सा साइन के लिए एक सिंपल सा एग्जांपल दूं. व्हेन यू आर राइटिंग अ पेपर, आप पेपर लिख रहे हो एंड देयर आर MCQs, राइट? आई होप इतना बोला मैंने तो आपको आइडिया आ गया कि मैं क्या बोलना चाह रही हूँ. यू आर राइटिंग अ पेपर, यू आर राइटिंग MCQs and we know कि A, B, C, whatever the signs that you use, that is also one way of communication to tell your friend that the answer of first question is this, second question is this, and whatever, right? So that is what a way of communication only. Then I have written language. See, languages, there are many languages by which you can communicate. Gujarati, Hindi, English, that is something which we know commonly, right? But people use various language in various cities, various countries, various states, right? In Tamil Nadu, they use Tamil language or Telugu language or Malayalam language. There are various languages by which you can communicate. So, and India is a wealthy country when it comes to languages. People know a lot of languages in India, right? So that is also one way of communicating. Medium, there are various mediums and channels by which you can communicate to someone. Right now, the students who are watching this video are actually not physically in front of me, right? But still I'm communicating with them. I'm expressing my knowledge with them. I'm sharing my knowledge with them. I'm expressing my thoughts on communication with them, right? So even though the students are not there in front of me, I don't know who all is watching this video, but I know that the person who is watching this video has something in his mind, और उसको कुछ तो आइडिया आया है, whatever I have been trying to communicate, right? So that is one way of communication. So there are various mediums, various channels by which you can communicate with someone. You can use WhatsApp, you can use Snapchat, you can use Facebook Messenger, you can use even Facebook में भी आपको पूछते हैं what's in your mind. So that is also one way of communication when you put a status or something like that, right? Instagram and everything is nothing but a way of communication, and I am using this social media things just to give you a better example, because you all are more frequent users of this social media rather than any other traditional method of communication like writing a letter or something, right? So that all are the medium and channels by which you can communicate to someone. It could be verbal, it could be non-verbal. Verbal communication means something which you tell orally, or you may write something, that is verbal communication. And when it comes to non-verbal communication, just by expressions, just by signs you are saying something, that is what a non-verbal communication, right? So this is a common meaning of communication. When I talk about definition of communication, हम definition की बात करें communication के, in that I have written two definitions on your screens that you can see. Means exchange of thoughts, opinions and information through speech, writing and signs. Exchange of thoughts, opinions and information. It could be thoughts, a normal thought, whatever that has came into your mind, you can share that. Giving your opinion that I feel this should be the case, just like I said that I feel that message communication is way wrong, then you can call someone and you can tell something, and even I'll prefer to meet personally and communicate rather than messaging that person, right? So that is my opinion, that you cannot express whatever you want to say to the other person just by writing a message. That is what I feel, but it may differ with you people, right? So that is the opinion that is differing, वो differ हो रहा है, right? So means exchange of, मैंने यहाँ पे क्या किया, I exchanged my opinion to you all. Then exchange of thoughts, I am giving my thoughts on communication. I am not saying something which I have, मैंने कुछ रट्टा मारा हुआ है and अभी I am explaining to you. That is not the case. So I am not expressing something which I have mugged up. I am not expressing something जो मैंने एकदम learn by heart करा है, and I am saying I am just expressing what my thoughts are on communication, right? So expressing the thoughts, exchange of thoughts. Then informations, whatever information that I am having, ये जो information मैंने यहाँ पे स्क्रीन पे लिखा हुआ है, right, you can see on the screen, you can see कि भाई स्क्रीन पे मैंने क्या क्या लिखा हुआ है, कि भाई definitions लिखी हुई है, meaning लिखा हुआ है, process लिखा हुआ है. So that is what some information that I am having, that I am sharing with you with all of you, right. So that is what communication by speech, बोल के. By writing, you can just see the screen and you can feel कि हाँ fine, ये हमें समझ में आ गया what you are trying to say, right. And by signs, as I said, MCQ वाला point ध्यान में रखना है, right. So that is one definition of communication. Another definition is means, process of inducing our thoughts into others' mind. Inducing our thoughts into others' mind मतलब transforming our thoughts into someone's mind. I am saying something, I am inducing my thoughts in your mind कि this is what I am feeling, this is what I feel, this is what I believe in, right. So हमारे thoughts जो हम actual feel करते हैं उसी way में किसी को इंड्यूस करना, यानी कि उनको बताना, उनके दिमाग में बिठाना. That is what communication means, right. So these are the two definitions that I have written over here. We'll see that in the textbook also, but these are the two definitions that I have written over here. Then there is process. Before starting with the process, let's just look at the book itself. एक बार book में देख लें, and whatever I have been trying to say वो सब book में लिखा हुआ है. This they may ask this in one, I mean MCQ or something. कम्युनिकेयर और कम्युनिस से ये लैटिन वर्ड्स थे दोनों, जिसके ऊपर से ये कम्युनिकेशन मीनिंग हुआ है. सो दे मे आस्क दिस. देन दिस इज समथिंग विच यू आर सपोज टू रीड वंस ओनली. सो आई एम राइटिंग रीड ओनली. एक बार रीड कर लोगे, इट विल डू. देन देर इज डेफिनेशन इन विच यू मे एनी टू, एंड आई हैव रिटन ऑलरेडी टू, सो यू कैन डेफिनेटली मतलब आपको ईजिली याद रह जाएगा. आई कैन नॉट से मगअप, बिकॉज मगअप करने लायक नहीं है, कुछ एकदम ईजी है, समझ में आ जाए, याद रह जाए, वैसा है. एंड नाउ व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट प्रोसेस ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, प्रोसेस की जब हम बात करें, कम्युनिकेशन प्रोसेस कैसे होता है, इसमें से बुक में से पढ़े इससे बेटर है. लेट मी एक्सप्लेन यू इन माई ओन वे. प्रोसेस ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, एज यू कैन सी ऑन योर स्क्रीन्स. यस, सो फर्स्ट थिंग इज फॉर्मेशन ऑफ मैसेज. सबसे पहला तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई वॉन्ट टू टेल यू दैट आप लोगों को 12th स्टैंडर्ड में 90 अबव परसेंटेज लाने हैं, और उसके लिए 11th स्टैंडर्ड में बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ना पड़ेगा, अदरवाइज इट विल बी डिफ़िकल्ट, राइट. दिस इज समथिंग विच आई वॉन्ट टू कन्वे टू यू. दिस इज वॉट आई फ्रेम्ड. आई फॉर्म्ड अ मैसेज कि 12th standard is so important that your whole career is based on 12th standard, and to get good marks, good percentage in 12th standard, you need to focus on your base year, that is your 11th standard. Then only you can survive in this commerce field, right. This is the message that I have framed. This is the formation of message. मुझे ये communicate करना है, वो मैंने form किया, right. Secondly, selection of medium. अब मैं आपको किस तरीके से बताऊँ. Here I have chosen a medium of YouTube, or maybe I have chosen a medium of video by which I am saying this things to you कि I want you to get good marks for 12th standard. I may choose a medium like WhatsApp, or I may choose a medium like calling you, or I may choose any damn medium. There are various mediums by which I can communicate the thought that has came to my mind, right. So I can call, I can WhatsApp, I can chat, I can post this in a video, post this in a status, anything. So that is what selection of medium. Select करो पहले तो किससे आपको बताऊंगी मैं, right. Then third is to send the message. Then I decided कि fine चलो I want to express this thoughts on YouTube, let's say. So यहाँ पे मैंने YouTube पे ये वीडियो डाला. That is what to send a message. मैंने ये मैसेज सेंड किया लोगों को कि भाई ये बेस ईयर है, प्लीज़ वर्क हार्ड, स्टडी हार्ड. Then to accept the message. Now I'll see who all are actually watching the video. Then only they'll be able to see ना कि मैंने जो मैसेज भेजा है क्या वो एक्सेप्ट हुआ है कि नहीं. अदरवाइज कुछ लोग generally once they see the video, once they watch the video, they always comment or they always message that very good और हमें समझ में आ गया, या they'll say thank you, they'll just say thumbs up, and even by thumbs up I understand कि नहीं इसको समझ में आया, and that is why he is doing that communication with me कि fine thumbs up, मुझे समझ में आ गया, whatever you have been teaching to us हमें एकदम से समझ में आ गया. So that is what आपने मैसेज एक्सेप्ट किया है एंड आप वो चीज़ मुझे दिखा रहे हो कि फाइन वी हैव एक्सेप्टेड व्हाट यू आर ट्राइंग टू टेल अस, राइट. सो जो कम्युनिकेट मैं करना चाह रही थी वो वहाँ पे पहुँचा, राइट. देन इंटरप्रिटेशन ऑफ द मैसेज, मैं जो बोलना चाह रही हूँ आपने क्या वही समझा. आई सेड 11th इज़ द बेस ईयर, यू शुड फोकस ऑन द सेम, बट आई डेंट से कि आप 14 घंटे 15 घंटे पढ़ लो 11th में. सो डिपेंड्स कि आप जो इंटरप्रेट कर रहे हो क्या वो एक्चुअल में वही है जो मैं बोलना चाह रही हूँ या इट इज़ समथिंग डिफरेंट. सो दैट इज़ व्हाट इंटरप्रिटेशन ऑफ द मैसेज. एंड देन रिप्लाई टू द मैसेज, एज आई सेड कि आप लोगों में से काफ़ी लोग ऐसा है कि जो रिप्लाई करते हैं या वंस दे सी द वीडियो दे विल से समथिंग और दे विल शेयर इट और समथिंग लाइक दैट, राइट. सो दैट इज़ व्हाट रिप्लाई टू व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से और व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू कन्वे. सो दैट इज़ व्हाट द प्रोसेस ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. नाउ वी कैन सी इन द टेक्स्ट बुक पेज नंबर 33 पे they have given us the whole process by one example that at what time after 8 PM a bus from Rajkot to Vadodara will be available. and ये जो question है वो उन लोगों ने कुछ 6 तरीके में 6 steps में सिखाया है कि इस तरीके से you can communicate and the other person will reply, right. so you are supposed to read this and you may frame any of your example and write this in the exam, but yes definitely the language that you use has to be something जो एक्सेप्टेबल हो. आप फ्रेंड्स के साथ बात नहीं कर रहे, सो यू आर सपोज टू यूज सम प्रॉपर लैंग्वेज, राइट. सो दिस इज़ व्हाट कम्युनिकेशन मीन्स. आई होप यू ऑल आर क्लियर विथ वट एवर वी हैव स्टडीड टूडे इन दिस कम्युनिकेशन का पार्ट. विल बी डूइंग द नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ ई-कॉमर्स in our upcoming sessions. Thank you.